Oh shit. Bro. Why does it have to be today? I was taking a nap. I was trying to get some sleep. I thought I was only going to be doing Chainsaw Man today, which, by the way, Chainsaw Man streams will still be going live in a couple of hours. But what's going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. It's been a while since we've actually covered Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan. Man, it's been a year. It's been a year, hasn't it? But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be back to finally talk about Attack on Titan. You know, I started the channel with the trailer reaction for Attack on Titan final season. Now we're back for Attack on Titan final season. Yeah. I wasn't expecting anything to come out today, but yeah, geez. Now, as I said, I pin a chat message in the live chat, but if you guys are watching this, if you're an anime only, I will not be talking spoilers during this intro and during the reaction. However, afterwards, once we are getting into the nitty-gritty stuff, once we are getting into the discussion portion, I cannot fully guarantee it. I'm pretty sure most people want to talk about like the manga and everything because this is like the final season and whatever. So if you are an anime only and you just want to see my reaction, then it's safe for you to only watch the reaction. Afterwards, discussion portion, I cannot fully guarantee it. Probably gonna be a lot of spoilers, so I highly recommend if you are an anime only to just leave once the reaction is over. All right, manga readers, I know some people are gonna have some debates in the chat, so I want you guys to be in your best behavior. Keep the spoilers to a minimum for now, because you can just go all out after we finish watching the reaction, right? Because once we are discussing shit, we're it's gonna be war. But yeah, it's finally time. A lot of people are in the chat. Welcome. A lot of familiar faces that I've seen from like all of our past reactions as well. New people as well. Man, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I am not gonna be talking about the manga yet, because I will be once we see the trailer. Plus, this trailer is only like 30 seconds long. It's like the first PV. It's like the first announcement PV, whatever. So I don't know how much we can actually get from this PV, right? I don't know like how much meat is in this PV. Because I am assuming that we're gonna get like another PV that is like over a minute long in like a few more weeks, or maybe a month, or maybe, you know, once we are closer to release, right? That PV may as well be like the PV to end all PVs. But for now, let's just see what this 30-second trailer has to offer, because this is our first like official look at the final season, and see like how things are gonna go, right? What shots, what scenes are they gonna put in? I'm really excited. All right, let me just move to here. I'll put the trailer on the big screen. All right. Usually that's the gaming stream. Usually it'll be like this. Usually it'll be small, but for this, nah. Let's make it big. Let's make it big, shall we? Let's make it big. All right. I'm gonna move chat over here. Move OBS over here. Make sure audio is on. Audio is on. Let's get to it. There's a lot of lag. It's fine. Okay. I'm kind of worried because I'm seeing like my internet isn't really that strong today. But if it's fine for all of you guys, then hopefully it's fine. Either ways, I'm still recording the stream. So if the stream went down or whatever, I still have the recording. So I'll upload like a separate video afterwards if the stream, you know, if something happens to the stream. Anyways. It's finally time. The only thing I've seen is, of course, like the the thumbnail, and looking at the thumbnail, I'm like, ooh. ooh. Okay. Do we have? No, we don't have any subtitles. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I don't really need it. I already know what happens. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy the reaction. Here we go.
生まれた時からずっと俺の目の前には鬱陶しい壁があった。
Starting. Oh no way. That's Marley, isn't it? Oh, that.
これが自由だ。
Okay, March. We got a date. 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 March 3rd or 4th, 2023. Holy shit. I gotta check the calendar first. Wait a minute. January, February, March. When is March? Friday? That's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna watch it again.
俺の目の前には鬱陶しい壁があった。
Still keeping that hellish atmosphere from like the rumbling in the beginning. Oh, you can kind of see like people burning.
自由だ。
Okay. Anime onlys. You know what you have to do now. You've seen my reaction twice. All right. Thank you for coming in. Because it's gonna get it's gonna get a bit spoilery. So let me just change the title of the. Let me just change the title just to make sure, right? Spoilers. Exclamation mark. Okay, so if you're an anime only, thank you all so much for tuning in. That was my reaction. I'll just say that I am really excited. I think they're doing a really good job, and I think this final season, whatever part of this final season is, because I don't know if they're gonna split it again, but it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right, thank you. Bye bye. Peace. Get shoo. Go or hide the chat. Okay, are they gone? I think they're gone. Okay. So what is this that I'm hearing about they're splitting it again? What is this that I am hearing that they are splitting it again? Let me just change this because it'll reflect, freedom. Talk. You guys can talk. Freedom. Okay, first of all, what the fuck? Okay. I'm hearing people saying that they are gonna be splitting it again. So check Twitter. Okay, I will. What do you mean they're gonna split it again? What do you mean? Attack on Titan final season, the final edition, part 1. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? The final season, final edition, part 1? What do you mean? I have had enough of your bullshit, Map. I have had enough. This final season of this has been going on since 2019. just end it already, please. Let me just change the title of the stream just to reflect this. All right. Attack on Titan. So let me get this right. Attack on Titan, the final season, final edition, part 1. That's too long for the title. All right, there we go. Official sources never talked about 2 courts but only 2 parts. This probably means there is gonna be a first big episode in March and then the other one will probably air in fall 2023. See, if that is the case, then I am perfectly fine. If they're releasing Attack on Titan in a non-traditional sense, right? So let's say we're not going for like the traditional 20-minute episode rule and we're going for like a movie, as in like we're gonna be splicing like 3-4 episodes into one special episode and we're gonna call it like part 1 and it's gonna be like an hour 20 or something, then that's fine. See, that's fine. In fact, I think that would work for the final season, right? Because of like the pacing. See, that's fine. That's fine. Like 2 big episodes, that's fine. Like a pseudo movie, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Let him cook. Let Studio Mappa cook. All right. Let him cook. They haven't failed us yet with part 1 and 2, so they're probably not gonna fail us again with final edition part 1 and part 2 of the final season. This is just crazy to me. This is just wild. This is unprecedented. Check AOT Wiki. I will. Official trailer, Attack on Titan Part 3, Core 1. Not really. There's not really any info that I can see, so I don't know. They've been cooking for too long. It's overcooked. It's burned. Remember when Noko's from Shinsei Kamate?
あくまで俺の予想として聞いてくださいね。ファイナルシーズン、その1、その2、その3、その4って絶対あると思うんだよ。
And this was back in part 1. He knows. He's been telling us. He knows. He knows. We've been ignoring his pleas. He's been telling us from the future that it's gonna be the case. Oh, here we go. Here's the tweet that I was supposed to be looking at. Okay. To those who look forward to it, this time the release date has been announced for Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3. We would like to inform you our company initially have continued production with the goal of broadcasting all of part 3 on March. Wait, what? All of part? So they were planning on releasing it all at once? However, in the process of proceeding with production, the amount of work expanded significantly than expected. Well, yeah, no shit. And after consulting with the production committee staff, we will release it in 2 parts, part 1 and part... Okay. Attack on Titan will be completed at the next timing within part 2. I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all of you who have been looking forward to this event. We promise all of our employees and staff that we will focus on the production of Attack on Titan until the end. I hope you will give us a little more time. Thank you for your support. Hey, you know what? Since that is the case, let them cook. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're literally getting 2 movies of Attack on Titan. That's basically it. We're getting 2 movies. We're literally getting 2 movies. That's pretty much it. So this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is great. This is great. Mappa's trying to pull a Netflix, but yeah, this is fine. This is great. This is great. This is great. Okay. So I mean, we have like what 9 chapters left to adapt, right? We have 9 chapters. That's if we're gonna translate that to the anime episodic formula, that would probably take like what, like 6, 7, 8 episodes if they stretch it out a bit, right? If like one chapter is only going to be like 1 episode, because they've been slowing down the pacing a lot, right? In part 2, right? Usually it's like 1.5 chapters per episode, but lately in part 2 it's been like 1 chapter per episode, right? So 9 chapters. If they are 1-to-1 adapting it, which they're not, obviously, it'll take them like, again, like 7 to 8 chapters, 7 to 8 episodes. My initial prediction way back when was they're gonna do 10 episodes, like they're gonna expand a lot of the manga, especially stuff that a lot of us consider, necessary to flesh out upon. So splitting it into 2, yeah, it like one part will be roughly like 90 minutes long, like 90 to 2 hours long. So yeah, I'm down with this. I am actually down with this. Yeah, no. Actually, yeah, good. We're gonna have a mega event. This is gonna be a mega event. We're gonna have. See, now I'm thinking ahead of like how I'm gonna do the reaction for Attack on Titan. So I'm only gonna have to do 1 reaction to Attack on Titan in March, and then that's it. And then I'm gonna have to wait until like fall for the other reaction. This is good. This means that my schedule is more free than ever before. I don't have to worry about like having to record or to live stream like different episodes each week. I just have to do 1. This is great. See, Mappa's thinking ahead. Yeah. That's good. Matt changing opinions faster than a teenage girl. Well, no, because this news is just like whiplash after whiplash, like, oh, Attack on Titan getting a final season trailer is out, and then wait a minute, it's gonna be like different parts. No, but then wait, no, they're actually making it into like a movie, like a special hour-long episode, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is good. Final season, part 3, subpart 1. One of my friends is gonna be absolutely losing it when I tell him like, hey, Attack on Titan final season part 3 is gonna have a part 1 of it. Oh my god! But anyways, let's go back to the trailer, because we've been talking about like this splitting into multiple parts for long enough. But yeah, copium, they'll flesh it out, let them cook. Okay, let's see what we can dissect in this actual trailer, shall we? See, this immediately nostalgia overload back in season 1. Obviously, this is not season 1. This is like Studio Mappa's like own style of background art, but we are getting this. We are calling back to that specific moment back in episode 1. So I wonder, right? Because if you have read the manga, then you know how in the season in the first episode of season 1, right? They skip like a very important moment in the very beginning of the manga where Mikasa is, saying "see you later, Eren," and that was never really in the anime. So I wonder if this is that. Obviously not, because Eren is waking up, but because we are kind of reanimating this again, I wonder if we're actually gonna start the final season with that shot of Mikasa saying like "see you later, Eren," right? Like let's be clear here. These are all in the show. These are not pre-animated. They don't have time to actually pre-animate a trailer and then just not do the show. No, these are all shots from the show. Okay, like the quality kind of speaks for itself. It's not like 10 out of 10 quality, but it's still good quality, but these are all shots from the show, right? Eren waking up, tears in his eyes. And since they are working on part 1 and part 2 of part 3 isn't technically finished yet, all of the stuff that you're seeing here they're all from part 1. Like straight up. I don't think any of these are gonna be in part 2 of part 3, and that is a mouthful. But yeah, because at first I was thinking like maybe this is gonna be like towards the end of the show, right? Towards the end of part 2, where Eren's, where Eren's gonna fall asleep, and then we're gonna cut, and then we're gonna go back to here, right? Kind of like a loop. But because all of this is probably gonna be in part 1, that is not gonna be the case. So this has to be the very beginning of part 1. This has to be like the beginning. This has to be the opening shot of part 1, right? We open with a familiar scene. Eren waking up. Eren's probably gonna say. Eren's gonna say like I have a nightmare. I have a dream, a terrible dream, right? And whatever, right? And then we're gonna cut to the rumbling. I think that's how they're gonna do it. Like seeing how this shot transitions, right? We see like let me just mute it because I don't want to get fully copyrighted again and again and again. But Eren waking up, right? Because I asked like, Eren, what's wrong, right? Wind gushing. We pan to the left. And as we move to the sun, we're probably gonna transition to the rumbling from this, right? It's like the perfect transition, right? Eren, what did you dream of? I dream of this. I dream of this shit. Oh, you see like a little kid just hanging on to the mother, like these people aren't really running. Now that I'm looking like these folks are running hella slow. What the fuck? Smoosh, squish, squish, smoosh. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna open with a fucking banger. That's for sure. Like seeing all of these people looking up. The sense of scale. The Colossal Titans looking better than ever. Oh, it's gonna be an emotional start. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. This is a shot. Holy shit! Like this. This is a shot, and it's one of those shots that is really hard to do if you're doing it in 3D. I'm sorry, if you're doing it in traditional 2D. So having 3D objects, 3D models in a 3D space just makes for this shot to be this way. We got a nice shot of Eren's ass. Beautiful. Yeah, the camera work is insane. And when they are closing, and when we are having these like really like close ups, like these medium shots of like the Colossal Titans, like they can just switch to 2D because they have to like change all of these, facial designs of the Titans, right? So to make them all look unique. Yeah, this is Marley. This is what was his name? Helios, right? The hero of Marley that was obviously a fake. Oh shit. Yeah, this shot just speaks to me. Like, look at all of these corpses. They're burnt corpses, but they're still standing up, right? It's like after like a volcano just erupting, and then you just got hit with the pyro. Why am I forgetting its name? But like when you get hit by like the with the ashes of like a volcano or whatever, and you just immediately evaporate it, but you're still standing for some reason. Like that is just haunting. That is haunting. Like it just goes to show like how fucking hot the colossal titans are. Jeez, everything is on fire. That shot of that colossal titan is insane. I love it. I love it. I love it. This shot of Eren as well. Like you can see like the absolute sense of scale, right? Eren is over here and the colossal titans look fucking tiny. Then of course we have this. Freedom panel. But the way they are animating this, like just going around Eren as he closes his eyes and he's saying like, it only means one thing, right? It's freedom. He opens his eyes. Oh, ooh, ooh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. This shit is gonna be good. Of course they're hiding it. Of course they're not gonna show like the full panel because they're saving it. They're saving it, right? But oh, ooh. Ah, this shot is great. This shot is great. Can't wait. Cannot fucking wait. This shit is gonna be lit. I only have to react to it once. Thank you, Studio Mappa. You don't want us reactors to be burdened with, like having to spend our entire, day every week waiting for a new Attack on Titan episode to drop. Just drop like the first half of it, like boom, there, movie, go. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Storyboards are insane. Watching the rumbling and reading it feels so different. There's also like 300 different elements of every frame, so I can understand the pain to animate that. Yes, I agree. Super episode. Man, all of these shots, right? Oh, can't wait. I can't wait. Especially considering that we're gonna start the season with. Of course, we're gonna start the season with Ramsey because our boy needs to be squished like a pancake, but so now the question is like, where are they gonna end part 1, part 3? Probably after like the Hanji sacrifice, right? At least that's what I'm thinking, right? Hanji's gonna sacrifice herself. That's gonna be like the end of like part 1. So we're gonna end it with Hanji's sacrifice and then the alliance going towards Eren. And so we have part 2, just straight up action nonstop of the Alliance fighting Eren. Right, so like Hanji dying, Alliance coming into Eren, maybe ended on a cliffhanger of the Alliance jumping. But that's kind of dirty though. That's kind of dirty. You don't want to end the cliffhanger with them jumping and then just end it, right? That's kind of dirty. That's kind of dirty. No. If anything, ended with the Alliance talking to Eren in paths. Actually, that's like a better place to end it, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, right? We end with the Alliance talking to Eren in paths, right? Telling him, please, is there any other way? Please stop this. And then Eren's gonna say, nope. Fuck you. You can do whatever you want. You want to stop me? Go ahead. You're free. I'm not gonna do anything to you. But I'm still gonna continue the rumbling. And that sets up for part 2, which is, the Alliance having no choice but to kill Eren. I think that's like better. I think that's a better place to end part 1 than what I said before with Hanji dying. End it there. Have part 2 be mostly a fight between the Alliance and Eren. Give them more time to expand on that, to explore more of like the plot threads that Isayama kind of was rushing at the time, right? Because whether you like or hate the ending, I think we all agree that it needed like maybe 1 or 2 chapters, maybe to flesh it all out, please. So have the final part of part 3 to be that, right? Half of it is gonna be the fighting, the other half is gonna be like the philosophical talk between Armin and Zeke, and Armin and Eren. Expand on that whole dialogue, please. Just expand on it, flesh it out more. Maybe not translated into something cringy, please, because that kind of changed half of our perception of the manga. Please, just don't. I swear, Crunchyroll subs, I swear, if you fuck up the translations, I will find you. But yeah, expand on that, and then we're gonna end with like the epilogue of like the Alliance having living their peaceful lives and everybody living happily ever after, and then the credits roll, and then people leave. It's all a happy ending. Everybody clapped. And then the select few who remain during the end credits are going, what the fuck? Parody is getting bombed! Baron is coming! Attack on Titan! Next generation! Announcement! But yeah, that's my prediction for parts 1 and 2 in terms of like how they're gonna adapt it and the pacing for it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. How much do you think I'm gonna pad? They're gonna pad out. I don't think they're gonna pad out too much in part 1, but they're gonna pad out a lot in part 2. I think that's the reason why. Let me go back to the Twitter. Bing bang boom. Where is it? But right when they said in the when in the announcement, right, where is it? There it is. Like when they said that in the process of proceeding with production, the amount of work expanded significantly. This is what I'm looking at, right? The amount of work expanded significantly. I'm assuming it expanded significantly for part 2 of part 3, right? Because obviously, if I was Isayama, right? Because Isayama, obviously, is looking out at the of this project, as most mangakas would or should, I would say, right? Because we know that Isayama sometimes would come in and gives little advices here and there. If I was Isayama, I would say expand on part 2, because we know that he knows that some of us aren't really a big fan of how things ended. I'm fine with the ending, by the way, but I still feel like it still needed like a couple of few things to expand on. So if anything, they're probably gonna pad out part 2. We're gonna have a lot of like original stuff, which hopefully, if done right, will alleviate the ending. It will at least reduce some of the controversy that the manga readers are gonna have. Because ultimately, the people who are gonna be, anticipating this the most are the anime onlys. As manga readers, we know what happens. we know. But for anime onlys, this is like exciting and scary for them. So of course they're gonna make sure that those people are gonna have like the best experience possible. How about for the last 9 chapters left, instead of doing 50-50 for the 2 cores, I think they would rather do 30-70. But that's the thing, right? We don't know how long each core or part will be. We just don't know yet. At least I don't think we do, right? Because I don't think there's any like information about like how long this first part is gonna be. Is it gonna be 90 minutes? Is it gonna be 2 hours? Is it only gonna be like an hour? Like we don't know. We don't know. So for now, we're all just speculating on the pacing and like how they're gonna adapt this and how they're gonna split it. But if I was part of the production community, like as if I know shit, right? But if I was somebody who is making these decisions, I would probably, I would probably focus a lot more on part 2 than part 1. Part 1, I would say just stick closely to the original source material, and then part 2, I would say insert a lot of more stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. On February, there's supposed to be some news on the Besatsu Shonen magazine. We don't know what it is, but we shall see. We shall see. I want to look at the comments. The freedom scene looks so good. Also, the colors and visuals perfectly fit the horrors of the rumbling. Thank you, fellow Attack on Titan fans, Hajime Isayama with Mappa staff, and all those who were part of making Attack on Titan one of the most memorable series. Let's dedicate our hearts to the final season. Let us dedicate our hearts indeed. Whether you like the ending or not, you have to agree that this long journey we've taken to reach has been amazing. Also, I just realized something. Are we gonna get like an opening for part 3? Like a traditional anime opening? Or are we just gonna jump straight into like the story and we're just gonna treat this like a movie, no opening whatsoever, just straight up rumbling, here we go. And now that I'm thinking about it, I am actually kind of curious. They'll probably have an ending song, obviously, because for the credits, but like I don't know if they're gonna have like an opening. Huh. I know many people are angry at the fact that Mappa is splitting the season, but I want them to take their time and give us animation like this. Yep, let them cook. Holy shit, they tease freedom. It looks amazing. Oh my god. I mean, so far, all of these comments have been pretty supportive, which really warms my heart. This is freedom. I got goosebumps. The last part will be insane. Thank you, Mappa. I'd like to thank Hajime Isayama for creating a masterpiece these number of years, along with Studio Wit and Mappa producing the anime. I will treasure this art in a lifetime. Yeah, Attack on Titan is one of my first animes that I've ever watched, so like, it's a big deal. It's like 10 years in the making, like literally 10 years in the making, right? 2013 was when the first season was released, and 10 years later, oh my god, I just realized it's on purpose. It's on purpose. They purposely ended the final season during the 10-year anniversary. It's on purpose. It's all part of the plan. When Eren said, "Are you ready to rumble?" I cried. Truly a masterpiece of an ending and far superior to the manga. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited. I am really excited. Freedom panel is gonna hit. It's gonna hit. I have to prepare myself. I have to prepare myself. If they done this right, I'm gonna get emotional. So I gotta prepare myself. And maybe a Link Horizon for the ED. I would be fine with that. I would be fine. At this point, I don't really care who's doing like the ED or the openings anymore. If it's Link Horizon again, if it's somebody else. At this point, I don't really mind. Heck, if they even just insert like an Attack on Titan OST from like Sawano or Kota Yamamoto for like the ending or the opening, I'm completely fine at this point. Like, I've already had my fill. Like, I'm already satisfied. So I'm don't mind at all. Attack on Titan Final Season Part 3 HD 2.5 Remix Core 1 End of Evangelion Edition. You cannot be free. You can, parentheses, not be free. Isn't Eren crying in 131 too? Yep. Like, after all of this? Yeah, that's right. But when he was talking to Ramsey, right? When he was talking to Ramsey, when he was like apologizing to him. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna start really emotional in like the first part of part 3, right? We're just gonna start straight emotional. We're gonna start with Eren waking up. We're gonna see him cry. We're gonna skip to Ramsey and Eren talking. Eren's gonna apologize. Eren's gonna say, "I'm sorry." We're gonna skip to this, where everybody's fucking dying left, right, and center, and then Eren's just on the top of the world saying, "I'm free." And then, of course, we cut to boat sex. But yeah, we're gonna start with a very heavy hitting moment. I'm happy for that. I know some people wanted this to be like the ending for part 2. I was as well during the time, but upon reflecting it and you know, upon watching like the final episode of part 2, I realized, no, this is the right call, because this is how you open your final season. That bad translation did Hiroshima levels of that. I agree. So here's the thing, right? I was there when all of this shit happens, right? I was there. Trauma. I was there, right? Leaks are coming in. Everybody having like their own like speculations. No. This isn't right. This isn't happening. This isn't real. And then the first like leak pages come in. Obviously, they're not fully translated. They're all like fan translated in like the worst possible way, man. That you can think of using Google Translator or whatever. Right? It's like an English translation of a Korean translation of a Japanese language, and it's like lost in translation, and people reading it and they're going, "What the fuck? What is this?" And then they're waiting for like, no. This is like the fan translations. Don't worry about it. Let's wait for the official translations. And then the official translations come out and they're just as bad. It's communication is key. Losing things to translation will be detrimental to a lot of things. like people memeing about like, oh, Aaron, what a man you are. And to be fair, that is a funny meme. But that wasn't even the actual translation. That was like a mistranslation. And I'm like, oh, damn. And the worst part is, if it doesn't matter if you're a hater or a defender, you are hating and defending Attack on Titan's final chapter from bad translations. Like it's kind of funny. Actually, it's kind of funny. It was that was a moment that was definitely a moment in my life where reading shit, I'm like, I don't even know what's real anymore. Even reading the official translation, when I got to the point where Aaron was talking to Armin, you know the scene I'm talking about. When Aaron said like, no, I don't want that. I want Mikasa finding another man. I don't want that. I want her to think about me. 10 years at least. And I'm like, am I reading the correct translations? And I'm still doubting if those are the correct translations. I don't think they are. They're sometimes Japanese words are they're just hard to translate. So I'm just waiting to see like how the anime is gonna do it. So yeah, I don't hate that moment, by the way. You know, like I like to joke about it, but I don't hate that moment. What a reactor you are. It also doesn't help that the leakers kind of made their own opinions for moments that were supposed to be ambiguous and passed it off as facts. Yeah, I agree with that. Sometimes when the leaks were in, and they were saying like, oh, it's not good, and people like to say that, opinions don't sway them, but psychologically speaking, those are being ingrained in people's minds, whether they accept it or not. Unpopular opinion, that scene in 139 is the most hated, but I think it was kind of needed. Yeah, I agree. I like that moment. Again, I like that moment. I just think that the words that they use for the translation, or if those were the actual translations, then the words that Isayama put didn't really convey like the emotion that he may wanted. Right? Because that's like my problem with the final chapters of Attack on Titan, is that I understand the message that Isayama was going for, right? I understand where he is going for. I understand what he's trying to do. I get the message, but I don't think it was conveyed in a way that was properly, that was properly conveyed to the audience, and that's why some people are left confused and weirded out and thinking that, what is this? I don't understand. I don't get it. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's like one of my issues with like the final chapters of Attack on Titan. Yeah, it's not really conveyed effectively. I tried to tell you, but you insist that opinions don't sway you. Yeah, they don't sway me. That doesn't mean that they don't sway everybody else. I was talking about me. I'm being egotistical at the time. Like I was there, right? I was there when Attack on Titan was like what when the final chapters of Attack on Titan was releasing. Like I was straight up in Titanfall Reddit. Okay, I was there. People were doom posting. People who have seen the leaks are saying that it is shit. And are saying like it is the worst shit possible. I look at like the reviews and they're like, nope, it is garbage, garbanzo, Attack on Titan is ruined, Isayama is a hacks. And then I read the manga chapters and I'm like, it's not that bad. I don't get the hate. I mean, yeah, some things aren't really conveyed, but like looking at all of the things that people are saying, and it's like kind of overblown. It's not perfect. I don't think the people who are saying like, oh my god, it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece ending, and I'm like, it's not really a 10 out of 10 ending either. But I don't think it's a 0 out of 10 as well, because that's hyperbolic. For what it's worth, it's alright. It's a good ending. I don't think Attack on Titan could have ended any other way. But again, like I said, I don't think it was properly conveyed well in the manga. And those final extra pages that Isayama added on only reignited the fuel, and people who hated it either hated it more or liked it more, and people who loved it either hated it more or it's a hot mess. I personally really loved the final few pages of that Isayama put, actually. I thought that kind of reinforces like the message that he was trying to convey, It's one of those things where this is my own personal preference, but I feel like having a bad ending, bad quote unquote, right? If you want to say parody getting bombarded into obliteration to be a bad ending, but having a bad ending to me is more impactful than having a good ending. So usually I would get the message a lot more if what I'm seeing is a bad ending than a good ending. Because if it's a good ending, then oh yeah, happy ending, right? Everybody lives happily ever after, right? Good, great, I got the message, moving on. But if it's a bad ending, everybody doesn't live happily ever after, I go, oh, that's what happens if I don't pursue that. So it's making me want to pursue the good stuff more. Right? Because if the final message of Attack on Titan is the cycle of violence, then having it end on a happy note only means that, hey, the cycle of violence is over. We solved it. World peace. And I would go, oh yeah, good. I'm gonna move on with my life now. But if you twist that and it turns out you failed and the cycle of violence still goes on, then all of those 138 chapters, 100 episodes of the anime, all of those stuff that we're building up on, right? Because we've been building up on, like we have to stop the cycle of violence. We have to stop this. We have to stop this. That emotion has been building up so much. So when those final few pages happen and you see parody getting completely obliterated, bombed to bits, to me that just strengthens it. That just strengthens. I can't speak English. To me, that just enhances my overall appreciation for that message of like, this is what happens if the cycle of violence does not stop. This is what happens if the cycle of violence continues. You don't want this to happen, don't you? You don't want this to happen, and you better fucking stop the cycle of violence. So to me, it just, it's more impactful. That's all I want to say. But what if the rumbling went on for 100%? What do you think the ending would be then? If the rumbling went 100%, then we're fucked. That's it. If the rumbling goes 100%, well then that's it. Eren achieves what he wanted to do, which is wrong. But I can't really say because we don't know how it will happen. Like I haven't seen that version yet. Isayama has not made that version yet, so unless Isayama made that version where Eren actually made 100% rumbling, then it'll be a completely different conversation, and probably the message and the context will probably change. Paradise is still doomed even if the rumbling was completed because of the Jaegers are in control and parody they're the fascists and will kill people who oppose them. In a way, yes. Like there's always like if you're gonna have a fascist nation, then there's always gonna be opposition. There's always gonna be people who are who disagrees with your ideals. Like That's always gonna happen. Like empires rise and fall. So even if parody was the only one that survived, that doesn't mean that parody will survive by itself. You know what I mean? Like, if parody survives, and then they're just gonna spread across the world, and then if history teaches us, people will have different ideals. They're gonna have different perspectives. Civil war is bound to happen. That's conflict is inevitable. Sekai wa sankoku na is a beautiful message. Yep. The world is cruel, but it's also beautiful. Look at how beautiful the world is. Look at how beautiful Marley is. Painted in red of all the blood. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh, yeah. I hope Manga gets their best animators to draw Reiner's. Legit, I forgot about that. Why would you have to remind me? Why would you have to remind me? The Sniffler. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. Never said the ending was perfect. Always said that the ending needed some things to be fleshed out, and things may need to be removed. The Fen Rhino slip. That was a comedic moment, kind of a callback to Reiner's personality back in season 2. Even though that kind of negates Reiner's development in 3 and 4. But I don't think Reiner have actually, grown from having a crush on Historia. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. I mean, Historia. I mean, Cyber Joker, why are you here? Unless if you're a manga reader, which, okay, fine. But you asking why you're here gives me an impression that you're half anime only, but whatever. But yeah. It felt like it just goes to show that he finally got over his depression and suicidal tendencies and become the goofball everybody knows and loves. You know what? Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, yeah, sure. Let's go with that. It was a fun moment. It was like a moment that needs levity, even though it's kind of weird. Not gonna lie, but it's the writer that we know from season 2 and season 1 who wants to marry Historia. So Oh, that's another thing. Cats. That's another thing that I am actually looking out for. So the Mikasa and Jean thing, right? That's not confirmed as far as I can tell, right? It was mostly people looking at the character design and saying, "Nope, that's Jean. That's Jean. Look at the hair. It's identical, right?" So it's not like it's 100% confirmed. but I do want to see how the anime handles it. I mean, it's not like I hate it. It's like Jean obviously has, feelings for Mikasa. Jean I'm fine with, but Armin, hey, Armin has relax. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weirder. Okay? Don't make it weirder. But yeah. I mean, that's still in like part 3, part 2, so that's still like a long ways to go. So we don't have to worry about that for now. Do you think the additional pages will be adapted? Yes, I do. They'll probably put it as like an end credit scene or whatever. But I think they will. Like, it's gonna end the way the manga ends, which is the boy looking at the tree. Yeah. Yeah, most of our biggest concerns, I feel like, if for us manga readers, I think most of our biggest concerns are gonna be in part 3, part 2, which we won't be seeing anytime soon. Probably fall 2022. Sorry, it's 2023 already. Shit. So that's still a long ways to go. I mean, part 3, part 1, I think most of it is fine. Like, at least in terms of like the story that is in the manga, I think I enjoyed a lot of the chapters in this part as well, right? Again, like I said, my only issues with with part 3, part 2 is that some of the chapters in what they are going to be adapting do need to be fleshing out a lot more. I don't hate them. I think they're fine. I think some of them are actually pretty good, but they do need some fleshing out. But in regards to part 1 of part 3, yeah, I mean, this is peak Attack on Titan, right? Chapter 131 is considered to be, like one of the story's like highest peak. So we're gonna start with peak. And we're just gonna continue on from there. Did I hear about the Levi spin-off? Yes, I heard about that when I was reading like the interview that he was doing with Crunchyroll, I think, or some other outlet. But it was like, it was just Isayama saying like, if I have to, then maybe Levi, but like, it's not like he wants to do it immediately, like it's just something that is on. I mean, do I really want it? Not really. I mean, we already have the Levi OVA. I think that was like more than enough for me. And Levi's whole story arc was like completed in the end of like the in the end of like the story, like I think that moment in chapter 139 where Levi salutes his fallen brethren and whatever. I think that's like a good like end point for Levi's character. So I don't feel like I want to know more about Levi. If I do want a spin-off, if I do want more Attack on Titan or stuff from Isayama, then I would want a focus on the Titan War. I would want, like, we go back more into the past and see like how older Titan shifters interact with humans at the time. That's what I want, right? If Isayama does want to expand more on Shingeki, but for now I'm completely fine with how everything is. Do I want more? Not really. Well, I mean, I kind of do. I want more stuff inserted in the anime because it needs it. But you know what I mean. Anyways, I've been talking for an hour. Unless if you guys still want me to talk for another hour, that's fine. We can just talk more for another hour and discuss whatever you want me to discuss. Manga, anime, whatever. Because I have to read Chainsaw Man in an hour. I mean, we can only talk so much for like 30 seconds, unless we have like new info and new news. Wait a minute. Since this is March, I want to see like what we have in March. So that's like spring season, right? Wait, January, February. No, we're still in winter. No, March is still in winter. Spring doesn't start in April. Huh. Never mind. Do you think Isayama will write a new story in the future? Maybe, but not now. Let him cook his sauna a bit. You know what I mean. Just let him relax. He's been going on with Attack on Titan for like 10 years, non-stop, every month, with almost no delays whatsoever. Maybe like once or twice, but like let him rest. The man deserves his rest. I mean, he's still kind of actively working with Attack on Titan with the anime, so just I want him to rest a bit before he wants to continue with like a new story or whatever. No, I'm not seeing anything new, and so yeah. I feel like it'll end like Takashi Obata going from Death Note to Platinum End. Please no. I haven't read Platinum's End, but I did see like some clips from the anime, and oh boy, it's kind of cringe. It's kind of cringe, bro. Let's read more comments. Mappa does not know how to animate craziness of manga in anime. Ayo? I can't wait to play this video game. Oh, I see. I want to see like if there's any like bad comments, right? Like those. After the announcement of splitting this trash once again, I finally decided to go read it and not watch this dumbfire. I truly hope Mappa will go bankrupt one day, and I also understand why this got shit on so much. Studio Crappa, I mean 0 out of 10, like worst anime studio. Okay. I love the reply. Okay. Kai. AoE is coming, dude. Stop with the copium. Stop. Stop with the we will fucking... Stop with the copium. Stop with the copium. Enough already. Oh, obligatory Eren and Hitler. Okay. That time I got reincarnated as a bird. Ellen become burp. Freedom. This show fell off so hard, sadly. AoE is here! Fuck you all, manga defenders! LOL. What's the release that I can't speak anime? Bro doesn't know Japanese, only knows anime. I can't speak anime. Oh man, these comments are fucking... What studio is the best? They really have the audacity to split this show up once again. The audacity of this bitch. Oh man. Oh no, Eren in the trailer more than he'll be in the show. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's not animation, it's the mappy art style that sucks. Oh my fucking god. Oh no. Not these types of comments again, no. I guess the money-hungry Jews who produced this show didn't get the message at all. They're releasing part 3 too later in the year, so they can't market it as much as possible. Real disappointment. It's the Jews. What the fuck, man? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Because I know a lot of people, you know, I mean, fair enough, a lot of people would correlate some of the things that is happening in final season of Attack on Titan with, you know, like with the Holocaust and whatever, you know, in like Nazi Germany. And they would attribute it to that, right? You know what's crazy? During the interview with like Isayama, I remember how Isayama wasn't really drawing from that specific moment in history, but instead he was talking about like, oh yeah, the Eldians and the Marlians, they're like the barbaric German tribes and the Roman Empire, right? And I'm like, based Isayama, he like, no, it's the German tribes and the Roman Empire. It's not about the Jews and the Germans. No, it's about it's about that part in history. And I'm like, I don't know. It's funny and crazy how the way Isayama worded that. You know, it's like, yeah. Like you would think Isayama would talk about, you know, like, you know, the obvious German and World War II comparison, but nope, Isayama actually went for the German tribes and the Roman Empire of olden times instead. You know what? Hey, it works. I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm sure he draws inspiration from like World War I and II as well. Like, come on. But the armbands and everything, like, come on. But I don't know. I just find it funny that Isayama would correlate the Eldians and the Morgans to that and not, and not this. Here we go. Here's another Eren is why no English subs? John Wick? Finally, they announced AOT Season 4 Part 3 Part 1, and I can't wait to see AOT Season 4 Part 34 Part 57. It's never gonna end. It's never gonna end. It's never gonna end. These comments are just hilarious. But I'm glad that most of the top rated comments are, all good. Like, they're all in good faith. They're all hype about it. They're all saying, like, yeah, I'm really excited. Visuals are great. Want them to take their time. It looks good. So I'm glad, like, the positive feedback is, like, at the top and not at the bottom. Like, thanking Isayama and everything. Really warms my heart. Really warms my heart. Man, March. Which, okay, by the way, chat, I will be live reacting to this. Okay? Announcing it right now. I will be live reacting to Attack on Titan. I know the first Attack on Titan reactions that I did on my channel, they're recorded offline and I edit them out. But for final season parts 1 and 2, I'm gonna be live reacting to them. Depending on, like, how long the runtime for it yet. Like, I don't know, like, if I wanna live react to it like 2 hours after the parts are released or whatever, or if you want to watch it together at the same time. I don't know, but I will be live reacting to this regardless, right? Oh yeah, Kirillov, that's fine. I mean, whenever I have the Discord ready, we can talk a lot. And I'm planning on having the Discord before final season comes out because, I'm sure a lot of people want to talk more about the final season and not just on YouTube, but more privately and whatever. So yeah. Neil Cherian trying to big brain, trying to make it seem like it's all part of the Illuminati by adding, like, fucking numbers and making it 13 and whatever. So March 3rd for Japan means... Oh yeah, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see when we're getting there. I'm gonna announce, like, hey, yeah, live streaming, still gonna go. It'll be fun. It will be fun. It will be fun. Although, if I were to live stream the final season movie / episode part 1 of Attack on Titan, then it's gonna be hard to not talk about spoilers, especially with chat. So I guess I have to talk to. I'll do what I do here, so if an anime only watches, the live stream, I'll say hi to chat. I'm not gonna be talking spoilers during, like, the full reaction and whatever, so that way we can all just enjoy it, right? Sayama playing with numbers again? Somebody stop him. Look, he's already playing with numbers with like the release date, right? He's already planning it out. The first season and the final season is gonna be 10 years apart. Yeah, I'm really excited and sad at the same time that one of my favorite shows will end this year as well. Yeah. I already felt that way when the manga ends. But at the time, I'm like, there's still the anime, right? There's still the anime. But now that the anime is coming to an end, it's slowly hitting me that, yeah, Attack on Titan is gonna be over. Like, for real this time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I am really excited for Attack on Titan. You know what else that I'm really excited for Attack on Titan? I'm really excited for Film Buff to actually watch Attack on Titan. Let's not talk about me, let's talk about Film Buff. If you haven't subscribed to him, go. Great channel. I'm pretty sure most of you know him already. I can't wait for him to watch Attack on Titan. It's gonna be great. His discussion is gonna be like 5 hours long. Can't fucking wait. And with the final season being like in March, just around the corner, yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna start Evangelion in February as well. Like, this year is gonna be great. I am enjoying myself. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Anyways, we have, I would say, around 30 minutes until I start a new stream where I will be reading Chainsaw Man. So I will be ending the Attack on Titan stream right now. It's been fun. Thank you all so much. A lot of people join in on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for showing your support. If you want to stick around some more, I will be live reacting to Chainsaw Man in about 30 minutes. It's going to be a new live stream as usual. So see you all there. But until then, for those of you who only watches Attack on Titan with me, thank you all so much once again. I will see you all in March when the first part of part 3 is out. We're gonna have a grand old time. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna cry, we're gonna talk shit, we're gonna praise, we're gonna do everything. So until then, see you all then. Take care, everybody. Have a nice day. Peace. Bye-bye.